Hello friends, in today's data mining and warehousing class, we are going to learn this a priori algorithm, a candidate generation and testing approach in association rule mining. It is used to find all frequent item set, right? So here we are having one example. This is shopping baskets of customers, customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, etc. up to customer n. So among these baskets, we need to find which items are frequently purchased together by the customers. So to find these things, we are going to use this a priori algorithm. First, let us see the definition of a priori algorithm. It is used to find the frequent item sets using an iterative level-wise approach based on the candidate generation. Right? This is the definition of a priori algorithm. The first step in this a priori algorithm is scan the data set. Okay, scanning is the first set. So first we have to scan the set of one item set is found. Okay, one item set which satisfies the minimum support, and the resulting is L1, that is level 1. Okay, so let us see one example, then you can understand this easily. And this L1 is used to find L2. What is L2? L2 is a set of frequent two item set. Two items will be occurred frequently. Which two item set will be occurred frequently is available in L2, and L2 is used to find L3. In L3, which are the three items will be occurred frequently. Okay, so and so on. Okay, and until no more frequent item set will found. Okay, so this is the purpose of scanning. Now let us see an example for a priori algorithm. Here we are having a list of transactional data of all electronics branch. Right here we are having bills of the customers. 9 bills are there. Under each bill the items are purchased. The list of items are also listed here. So the total items here we are having is I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. So totally 5 items are there, and all the 5 items will be purchased by the consumers are listed here. The first step is scan the dataset D for a count of each candidate, right? So here we are having items 1 to item 5. Okay, item 1 is 6 times purchased. See, item 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally 6 times item 1 being purchased. And item 2 is in 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 times. And item 3 is 6 times, item 4 is 2 times, and item 5 is 2 times. Okay, so likewise, we need to count the support of the items. How many times a particular item is being purchased. So this is candidate 1. Okay, so from this compare the candidate support count with minimum support count. So let us take minimum support count is 2. Support is equal to 2, right? So if it is 2 we can accept it. If it is below 2 we can reject that particular item, and all our items are greater than or equal to 2, so we can accept the list 1, that is level 1, as it is. In the step 2 we need to generate the level 2 item set. So for that, generate C2 from L1. L1 is already we have seen. So from that L1 we have to generate the C2, that is candidate 2 item set. 2 item set 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 3, 2, 1 is already there, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, and 1, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 4, 5. So these are the combination of 2 item set, okay, which are available as per our item set. As per our item set, these are the possible combinations. So now let us see how many items are being purchased together. So 1, 2 is purchased 4 times. See, 1, 2 1 time, 1, 2 2 times, and 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2 is purchased 4 times and 1 comma 3 are 4 times. Okay, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 3. Okay, so 1 comma 3 is purchased 4 times and 1 comma 4 is 1 time. Okay, 1 comma 4, see 1 comma 4 is only one time and 1 comma 5 is 2 times. Okay, so 1 comma 5 is here and 1 comma 5 is here. Okay, 1 comma 5 is 2 times and 2 comma 3 is 4 times, right? 2 comma 3 is 1 time, 2 comma 3 is 2, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 3. Okay, 2 comma 3 is 4 times purchased and 2 comma 4 is 2 times, right? 2 comma 4 here 1, 2 comma 4 here 2. So 2 comma 4 is 2 times and 2 comma 5 is 2 times, right? 2 comma 5 is 1 here, 2 comma 5 is here. Okay, 2 comma 5 is 2 times and 3 comma 4 is 0 times. No one is purchased 3 and 4 together and 3 comma 5 is 1 time. Okay, so 3 comma 5 is here 1 time and 4 comma 5 is 0 time. No one is purchased item 4 and item 5 together. Okay, from this we have to select only the support which is greater than 2. Okay, so we have to remove this one, this one, this one and this one. So the remaining items will be taken for level 2 item set. So candidate compare the candidate support count with minimum support count. Okay, so support count is 2. The candidate items which are greater than or equal to 2 is alone taken here. So 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 5, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4 and 2 comma 5 are only selected from this C2 and this is called as level 2 L2, right? From this L2 we have to select the candidate of 3 item set. 3 item set, right? 1, 2, 5 is there, 1, 2, 4 is there, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these are the 3 item set. Here 1, 2, 3 is available in 2 times and 1 to 5 is available in 2 times. 1 to 5, 1 to 5. Okay, so we have taken only these two and 1 to 3 is available in 2 times, 1, 3, 5 is available in 2 times. Okay, so compare the candidate support with minimum support is already 2 times. Okay, so this is the step 3. In step 3 we have to select the 3 number of items will be purchased together. Now we need to find the 4 item set from the level 3, right? So as per our list we are having only one 4 item set. So this is less than this support level 2, so we can stop our scanning. The next step of a priori algorithm is generating association rules from the frequent item set. That is, after finding the frequent item set from the database, generate strong association rules that should satisfy both minimum support and minimum confidence. Here, for each frequent item set I, we need to generate all non-empty subset of I. Okay, for every non-empty subset of I, the output rule is S is equal to, that is S is non-empty subset, isn't it? S is equal to I minus S. That is, we need to remove S from this I. Once we generate I, then we need to remove this S from this I. And now let us compute this confidence of our given data set. Confidence of A implies B, which is equal to probability of B gives A, which is equal to the support of A union B divided by support of A, which is equal to support count of A union B divided by support count of A. Right? Here confidence should be greater than or equal to minimum confidence, that is minimum confidence which is equal to minimum confidence threshold. So the confidence value should be greater than or equal to the minimum confidence threshold. Let us see one example for this. Here we are having non-empty subset of I are I1, I2, I1, I5, I2, I5, I1, I2, I5. So we will take these subsets for our example and the resulting association rule with the confidence of first one I1 and I2 which implies I5. Okay, I1, I2 which implies I5. Let us take this is A and this is B. And what is the formula for computing the confidence? Support count of A union B divided by support count of A. Okay, support count of A. Okay, with this formula we try to find out this answer. I1 and I2 this is A and I5 is B. Okay, what are the number of counts? I1 and I2 with I5. Okay, I1, I2, I5, I1, I2, I5. So 2 times it occurs. Okay, so this is 2. And I1 and I2 alone. I1, I2, I1, I2, I1, I2, I1, I2. So I1, I2 occurs 4 times. Okay, this is 4. So total 50%. Confidence percentage is 50. And the next one is I1 and I5 which implies I2. Okay, I1, I5, I2 which occurs 2 times. Already we have seen. Okay, and I1 and I5 alone. How many times it occurs? I1, I5 one time, I1, I5 two times. Okay, so this is also 2. So total 100%. 2 by 2 is 100%. And the third one is I2 and I5 which implies I1. I2, I5 two times. So here one time, I2, I5 this is second time. So 2 times. Okay, after that I2 and I5 alone, how many times it comes? 1, 2. Again 2 times. Okay, so this is also 100%. So when come to the next one, here I1 is A and I2 and I5 is B. Right? So I1, I2, I5 which occurs 2 times already we have seen, and I1 alone will come how many times? I1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I1 alone comes 6 times. So total 2 by 6, 30%. And the fifth one, I2 which implies I1 and I5. Okay, I1, I2, I5 which comes 2 times and I2 alone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 times. Okay, the percentage is 29. And the sixth one, I5 which implies I1 and I2. Okay, so I1, I2, I5 is 2 times and I5 alone which comes only 2 times. So total this is 100%. 2 by 2 is 100%. Here the minimum confidence threshold is 70%. So we have take only the confidence which are above 70%. So here above 70% are 2, 3 and 6. Okay, second, third and last rule are above the output, that is the accepted ratio. So the confidence should be the above threshold. After this we have seen the a priori algorithm with an example, and in the next class we will see another important topic from data mining and warehousing. Thank you.